Let's have this conversation. He's a religious leader, a religious teacher. Truth should be at the center of whatever we do. Does anyone want a military to take over anywhere? I don't think any Africans on a good day would want that. But what do we say when we make our countries or states or nation vulnerable by taking, under democracy, by taking actions that are contrary to what it should be? For instance, they had an election over the weekend, and now you're talking about the Bongo family that has been in power for years, and now you have a situation where they said the result was written for the man, the president himself, that even the signature that they signed on the result that was now announced was not even the president's signature. Now, if you look at all of the details that are coming out from Gabon, for instance, and the reason why the military, according to them, had to take over power, isn't it safe to have the cleric address this issue while also condemning military takeover?
I think the cleric just said that they are not supportive of the Hittite syndrome for 56 years.
But what happened in Gabon? They are not talking about the military didn't talk about the Hittite syndrome, as a matter of fact. They were rather saying that the result of the election...
Listen, they're tied, they're interwoven. First, you have a father, Omar, who reigned for about 40 years. And then a son, Ali, who's done at least 10 years.
12.
Now, I said at least. Now, we do have... A problem we have here is, first, we need to define the nature of the democracy that's in place. You know, you find this kind of thing in the Arab world. Certainly, it's strange to have that a typical African country, you know. But I reckon that even the monarchy has gone through, Britain has gone through constant change.
Yeah.
To the extent that it has found a way of aligning and realigning itself to the need of the British people. And one would have thought that the Bongo family, which all of a sudden thinks that this is the land that the Lord has given to us, we will plunder it as we wish, we will do what we want, should have thought about some process of succession, you know. But you know that in these countries where leadership have been cemented in such a manner, they have supporters too. And maybe, because two things are playing here. Those who think that even if you vote, our votes won't come. And so they stay away from the electoral process.
Yeah.
And then those who say, well, this is our system and we're going to make it work. And they turn out in a greater number than the opposition and they take the power. You know, so I think that first, I don't find any place in my heart where I can say I understand the position of the Bongo family. But I also do not accept that if the answer was to correct this anomaly, then the army should call for speedy elections at once. You know? But let's return to Nigeria. The scenario is not the same. Okay?
Exactly.
The scenario is not the same. We have a system that says the highest you can stay in power is 8 years. And now we have a president that just stepped in. We have an army that has been in power for so long. And we have a country, this cleric is talking about religion. But I think he ran away from the real issue. In this country, okay, who will lead the coup? This coup you are going, assuming there was to be a coup in Nigeria, who will lead it? A northern commander? When there's a certain president? That's not good there. It's not something we should even think about.
That conversation,
we shouldn't have it at all. It doesn't exist.
Okay. I think we should just leave that conversation.
Yes,
for everyone's sake. Let's just leave that conversation.